it's working. All right. All right, well, we're going to go on. Hopefully this works for you, Isaac, hopefully. So, listen, we're going to finish chapter 4, and then we're going to call it quits with this task. We are going to read chapter 3 in class. What we don't finish, you have as homework with your reader's notes, and also you have to read chapter 4 and complete the reader's notes. Tomorrow you are going to take a quick little quiz on chapters 3 and 4. Friday you are going to have one massive quiz on chapters 1 through 4. It's going to be in the same format as your Long Walk to Water quizzes were. There's going to be about 20 questions of related reading, 5 questions on the related reading. It's all multiple choice. Done, done, done. All right? So, let's quick review. In the 1800s, queer meant strange. And we said the context clues, how we helped to figure it out, was through what? What did we say as the context clues? Kayla, look at your, we said the context clues that helped us figure out. How did we figure out that queer meant strange? Actually, I think you're the one who figured it out.
Wait, she found it out, but I haven't.
But what do you have?
The whole thing.
Yeah, so yeah, start with the whole thing.
It says, in the context, queer means strange. The context clues use a comparison. So strange is their sister, Clarissa. Liddy's mom is the same as sister.
Very good. So we figured out the word, the definition of the word, through the context clues, which means context clues was a similarity, right? Correct? Or what do we say, comparison?
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this. This is the bonus question. If the text made a contrast, then would queer and strange have the same meaning? Why, Noelle?
Because now today it's used in such a negative way.
No, but what if we said, we know that the word used in this text means strange because they use a comparison between the mother and Aunt Clarissa, right?
Yeah.
So if the text happened to use a contrast instead of a comparison, would queer and strange mean the same thing in this book? If the text used a contrast instead of a instead of a comparison,
No.
would it mean the same? Would those two words mean the same thing? What say you, Trevor?
I don't know.
Think about it. I'm asking you to think about it. If we said queer in this context means strange because the author uses a comparison, right? That's what we said. So what if the author used a contrast instead of a comparison as contextual clues? Would the two words mean the same? Noelle says no. Trevor says no. You say no. Faith? Don't go with the masses just because it's easy. Think, because you never know who I'm going to call on to explain your answer. And if you say, well, I don't know, that tells me you didn't think like I asked you. That tells me you went with the crowd. I don't want you going with the crowd. I want you to use your own brain. Queer and strange are used in this book. And the reason why we know those two words mean the same thing is because the author writes them as a comparison. If the author wrote them as a contrast, would they mean the same thing? What's the difference between compare and contrast, guys?
Isn't it like
Kind of. Alan?
Comparing is when two things have something similar, and contrasting is when they're different.
When they're different. Very good. Great definition. Compare means two things are similar. In this case, queer and strange are similar. If the author wrote using a contrast, would this still be true? Would this statement still be true? Why? Kayla, why?
Because they mean the same thing, pretty much, right? So like if they made a contract, it wouldn't make sense because they're something.
Hey, well, you're right. What?
I'm really confused. Okay, so like queer and strange mean the same thing, so they can be not the same.
So if the author used a contrast, they would not mean the same thing, because contrast by definition means different. Absolutely. Noelle, what did I just say?
That if you use contrast, it means that it is different.
Okay, right, do you agree now? Okay, very good. So, let's go on to number 4. On page 6, the text states, turn to page 6.
So you want me to stay after this or not stay?
If you want to get out of sports study hall, look at me, I got cords and,
Why do you have a cord?
well, because it was to plug that into my computer. So, and I don't want to lose it. Page 6.
6.
All right, at the top, it says, it was useless to argue and Liddy gave up, hoping the mood would pass, like her mother's times of craziness always had. But the next morning, her mother had not forgotten her determination. If it ain't Clarissa's, it will soon be the poor farm, she said. What's the poor farm in this context? Is it really a farm?
No.
Okay, so, what is it?
It is like
Think of a farm. Is it a small building or a large building?
a large reach.
Okay, and think of things that what happens on a farm?
It's a factory.
It's a
No,
factory?
not a farm.
It depends, like what type of animals like you have.
Okay,
Like,
so
you could
usually you're gonna have
plant
animals, basically, you're
Like if
usually
you
gonna have animals.
cows, like you're gonna milk them. and if you
Very
have
good,
pigs-
okay, but don't worry about the work, just think about the existence of a farm.
Pretty much like you have to work for things.
Well, a farm kind of is, actually you don't, would you have to go, if you had a very, very, very productive, successful farm, would you have to ever go to the grocery store?
No, not really.
No, not really.
Unless
Right.
you
So a
need-
farm is kind of self-sustaining. A poor farm, think about the building, a poor farm. Is it really a farm? Probably not, but it's probably a large building. Who is going to be living on this farm? Hope or Faith?
What do you like the farm?
Well, in general, who would be living in a poor farm?
Poor people, or
Poor
like-
people. Right. So poor people go to this massive building because why are they going there?
They can't afford to have stuff on their own.
Because they can't afford to have stuff on their own. Right. So in your own words, what's a poor farm?
Homeless shelter.
Very good. He said it. I was going with a place where poor people go to get meals and whatever. And then my next question, Alan's already a step ahead of me. What do we call the poor farm today? Alan?
Homeless shelter.
Homeless shelter. Very good. So, if it ain't Clarissa's, it will soon be the poor farm, she said. The only charity Lady dreaded more than Aunt Clarissa's was that of the township's poor farm. All right. So now this box says, go into our Reader's Dictionary to figure out what the word charity means. The word charity means help or aid. Correct? I think we have it. You have hard copies of your Reader's notes? Yeah. Where's chapter 1 Reader's notes? Nope. Nope.
Where's your further?
Right here.
Charity. To help or it is help or gifts given to people in need. So now, look at what we're being asked here. Help or gifts given to people in need. Restate the sentence using a different word. We have to do here what we did in number 1. So we have to quote. This is what you guys have to do. Oh man, somebody really screwed me up. Switched my blue and my black. So I look at the colored pen and not the actual straw. I thought it
Correct.
was writing in blue, so. The only, we can't fit charity in there, so what word are we gonna put in there? According to the definition in our reader's notes. Look at your reader's notes. The only, what?
Help.
Help?
Come on, I
All
was trying
right.
to find a better word.
Well, I was gonna say,
Same.
don't be so jealous of her yet,
Well, I was
because
just
she
gonna say-
learned the word help.
I was just gonna say, because you said from the reader's notes.
Very good.
Do you want us to get something bigger than
Yes, I want a power word.
Okay.
So I don't want help. The only
Benefit.
so far benefits wins.
Hold on. Thinking. I think I got a
I
good one.
think Trev's gonna be the winner this time.
Oh, I can come up with a better one.
And
Remedy.
ooh, the only remedy. Okay. Guidance. Winner, winner.
Wait.
Wait.
Winner.
Wait.
I'm moving on.
Wait. No. I don't know.
Assist.
Assist.
No. Assistance, you would say.
Philanthropy.
Not assist. Faith?
Donation.
Oh,
Wait.
I like that though.
Avail.
Uh-huh.
Avail.
No avail, to no avail. That's wrong context. I get it, it's a
That
synonym,
does.
but wrong
Wait,
context.
I don't even know what it means.
So we can't use it.
Nourishment.
Nourishment. But she's not only getting food, she's getting all kinds of help. So what'd you say, Faith?
Donation.
What'd you say?
Let me try.
Endowment.
He didn't say
What?
anything.
Endowment.
Oh,
Endowment.
I was gonna say
That's the
that.
winner. The only endowment or charity, Liddy.
I don't even know how to spell that.
It's on the board, copy it.
Can't see the board. Thank you.
Okay, let's play word association. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. We're moving on. Kayla, you ready? Word association. I'm gonna say one word to you and you tell me the first word that pops into your mind. All right?
Okay.
Are you familiar with the word charity? Do you know, okay, so my word to you is charity. First word.
Donation.
Donation, charity.
Helping.
Charity.
Endowment.
No, come on, do the first word. When I say to you, hey Noelle, charity, what's the first word you think of? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
People in need.
Okay.
People, a place for people to help people.
One word.
One word. Come on.
Oh,
Not
that's
Help.
that for me.
Benefit. Good one. Cooperation. I
That's
like
the
that.
one.
M, charity. Huh?
Giving.
Giving. Very good. So, what are some charities we have today?
For whales.
What? I have one.
Like endangered whales.
I have one.
Oh, okay.
Giving water to Sudan.
All right. I was just thinking that for some reason. Noelle said Water for Sudan. That's a charity. How do you get involved with that charity? What do you do?
You can go on their website and donate money. Or
Very good.
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army. Very good. Red Cross. Very good. How does Red Cross offer their charity? Where do they get this stuff?
I actually know. I
Well,
really do.
usually people hand things into them, like to use, and if they don't, they buy some of their stuff on their own.
Right, and
And
Salvation
they go to
Army.
places where they
Right,
wanna
right.
go, so.
Oh, I was gonna say how to explain how Red Cross got their stuff.
Okay. M?
Goodwill.
Goodwill. Very good. Sean?
I was gonna.
Think about how do some of the homeless people in our community eat?
I was just gonna say something.
Oh, the animal shelter ASPCA.
Yeah.
How do you get involved in the ASPCA charity?
By like taking an animal.
Okay.
The Humane Society.
The Humane Society, very good. Alan, go.
Soup kitchens.
Soup kitchens, very good. That's what she said. Okay,
I was
so that is the charity we know of today. The charity we know of today, is it the same charity that is being used in the 1800s?
pretty much charity is charity in my opinion.
Kind of. Kayla says absolutely. Charity is charity in her opinion. Sean, why do you say kind of?
Because they didn't have like all these different charities like for animals. They kind of just had it like for people that were like poor.
Okay, so let's just assume, let's just take one charity that existed in the 1800s and one charity that exists today. The charity that existed in the 1800s was the Township Poor Farm. And what charity is that equal to today?
Homeless shelter.
A homeless shelter, or the YMCA or YWCA, right? So are those two charities the same?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
In a way.
In a
They're
way,
allowing-
because like
Like,
they
in a
both
way.
give homes, they both give food to people who need it. It's just that today we have more modern stuff that will kind of help them better.
How come the YMCA has more modern stuff?
Because they have so many people who donate to help these people.
Very good. And donate, what do you mean they
They
donate?
donate money, they donate food, they donate their time
Where do they get that food that they donate?
from their own money.
Okay, and, right, and their time, what are they giving up when they donate their own time,
They like actually help and work with those people.
right?
Wait, like what they're giving up while they're working with people?
Yeah, like what
They're
is,
giving up pretty much like their freedom. They kind of like can't do as many things like being with their family a lot or.
very good. So is charity in the 1800s the same as charity today?
Not that
I
much,
feel
but
like
in a way
charity
still.
is giving people things that they need, and that's what they were doing.
Kayla's sticking to her original.
No.
Charity is charity, regardless. I kind of agree with you there. The only difference between the evolution of this word, queer and strange, and this word, charity, is there's very minimal evolution in definition. The word hasn't changed. The word charity hasn't changed its definition throughout the years. It's changed its source. Don't you agree? I mean, think of a township poor farm. Where are those people going to get the food they need to survive? Back in the 1800s at the town poor farm. Where are they going to get it?
They could kill
What,
themselves.
we already talked about, what is a farm? What usually things happen on a farm?
They work, they have to grow and work.
Right, they can grow and work for their own stuff. They can milk their own cow to get their own milk. We, the homeless people around here, they can't go out and say, you know what? I am going to go out and milk my own cow because I need milk. They go without milk. Why?
Because you don't, you have to pay for a cow, you have to pay for land to.
Or you have to go to the store and pay for the milk, period. Right. So charity over the years, you guys, has not evolved in definition the same way that queer has, but it has evolved in meaning, don't you think? Or in concept. Today, charity usually is associated with money. Back then, it wasn't really associated with money, it was just associated with help, with assistance. What?
St. Jude's kind of like a
St.
charity.
Jude's is a charity, the
I was
Ronald
just thinking
McDonald
about
House is
something
a
like that.
charity,
I was just thinking
the Red
about that.
Cross
I was
is a
thinking-
charity.
I was thinking about
There's 1,000 different millions of different charities
I know
out
there's
there.
another one.
And usually what happens, you know, charities are usually, kids, and this is how I'm gonna close it, because we're gonna get to chapter 3, so you don't have very much homework. But charities are usually considered what they call non-profit organizations. So what does it mean to make a profit, Faith?
Like you make money.
You make money off of it. Now they're saying they're a non-profit. So do they make money off of it?
No.
No. It's not like they take in money and say, oh, yay, Noelle just gave us $20. We're gonna keep 10 in the bank and make a profit off of it, and then we'll spend the 10 and get some milk for the homeless. They spend all $20.
I've had experience with Red Cross. My grandfather has worked there, and also I've had a house fire, and they helped us so much, giving us a hotel,
Right,
giving us
FEMA is a great
and they
charity,
gave us
and especially in
money
this
and
area.
clothes and
Oh,
everything.
sure, especially in this area with the last 2 floods, FEMA has been a great help. But how is FEMA able to help these people with, how is FEMA able to walk in the house and say, hey, yeah, we'll give you $3,000 because that's what you lost? Where do they get the $3,000 from? Us, donations, people who are willing to
They
donate.
need people to
Right.
help people.
So charity in the 1800s meant the same. Now it means the same. It's just gone about a different way. You want to see a magic trick, Sean?
Yes.
Ho! Magic. I
Now I
almost
go get it.
magic.
Hi, Mr. Harry.
Tell me when Mrs. Herrick walks by, Sean.
I just tried to get a call.
Come back. Come back.
I have something for you.
All right. Open up Reader's Notes, chapter
Safe.
3.
I just see Sean skirting across the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chapter 3. What page are we at? Page in the book.
That page.
18.
What's the title of the chapter?
Cutler's Tavern.
What is that going? Where is that going to fit into your reader's notes?
Setting.
Setting. Good job. You guys are so
We are
smart.
so
What am I here for?
To make sure
teach us more.
To make money.
Hey, yeah.
Make sure we don't kill ourselves.
Yeah, that's true. Make sure you don't hide on your English teacher
Yeah.
when she comes back from lunch.
Alan.
Alan.
Who's all Isaac?
Oh! By the way, Isaac, I'm going to shut you off right now. Read chapter 3 and do the reader's notes. Read chapter 4 and do the reader's notes. Come Friday, you will have a quiz on Schoology that you will take and submit at your earliest convenience. Ciao for now. Signing off to Isaac.
Bye.
Yeah, Isaac.
Bye.
See ya.
You already saw me.
See ya.